We're talking about neuromorphic computing. It's this wild field where scientists are basically trying to build computers, but they function like the human brain. Pretty cool, Hannah. I mean, just imagine if we could harness that efficiency and power, like our own minds for AI. That's kind of the big goal here. But of course, there's a challenge, a big one. How do we scale up these brain-inspired systems to handle the massive amounts of data and complex problems that we just keep throwing at AI today? I mean, it's a lot to think about. So first, we got to understand what makes the human brain so efficient. And it's not just the number of neurons. It's about how they're connected. And even more importantly, how the brain learns. You know, it selectively strengthens the important connections and prunes away the less used ones. It's this concept called sparsity. And researchers are trying to replicate this in neuromorphic systems because it's key to building AI that's not just powerful, but also incredibly energy efficient. Now, let me tell you about a breakthrough that's making some serious waves, the NeuRRAM chip. This chip is a total game changer. It's twice as energy efficient as the AI chips we use now. But get this, it's just as accurate. So how does it do this? Well, it performs computations directly in its memory, just like our brains. And that eliminates the need to constantly move data back and forth between separate memory and processing units, which is a huge energy drain. In conventional computers, for a visual, think of it this way. Imagine you're searching for a book in a massive library. That's how traditional computers work. But with the NeuRRAM chip, it's like having all the information you need right there at your fingertips, instantly accessible. And here's what's really cool. This NeuRRAM chip, it's not a one-trick pony. I can run all sorts of AI applications, from image recognition to understanding and responding to natural language. It's like a Swiss Army knife for AI, and it's only going to get more powerful and more versatile from here on out. So we got all this potential with neuromorphic computing, but how do we actually make it a reality? Well, researchers are drawing inspiration from the structure of the brain, particularly the difference between gray matter and white matter. Think of gray matter as those densely packed processing centers where neurons are all interconnected, and white matter that acts like those long-distance highways connecting different regions of the brain. So researchers are trying to mimic this in neuromorphic systems by creating chips with these dense local connections for processing, and then sparse global connections for communication. It's a pretty elegant solution, and a big reason why neuromorphic computing will be so much more energy efficient than NeuRRAM, how we build computers today. But there's another challenge, accessibility. We need to make this technology available to more researchers and developers, if we want to unlock its full potential. That's where Thor comes in. It stands for the Neuromorphic Commons. And it's this new research network dedicated to making neuromorphic computing hardware and tools much more accessible. You can think of it as a collaborative toolbox for anyone who wants to work in this field. Because let's be real, breakthroughs can come from unexpected places. So this open collaboration is just crucial for driving progress. It's like we're opening the doors to this giant lab and inviting everyone in to experiment and push boundaries. So far, we've laid the groundwork, explored the inspiration behind neuromorphic computing, and even touched on some of the big developments. But now, let's dig a little deeper into why this technology is so important right now, especially when it comes to AI and its impact on the planet. We're at this point right now where AI, it's becoming more and more powerful. But that power comes with a price tag, like the electricity consumption of AI systems. It's just skyrocketing. Some experts are even saying it could double by 2026. That's a massive environmental impact. And it's one of the reasons why neuromorphic computing is so important right now. It gives us a path toward a more sustainable AI, a way to create these incredibly powerful systems, but without putting such a huge burden on our energy resources. Think about it. The human brain. It uses about the same amount of energy as a light bulb to do these super complex tasks. If we can even get close to that level of efficiency with our AI systems, it would be a total game changer. We're not just talking about power anymore. We're talking about responsibility and aligning AI with the needs of our planet. Now, you might be thinking, okay, but how does sparsity actually save energy in a chip? Well, it's all about cutting out the wasted effort. In traditional computing, data is constantly moving between memory and processing units. Even if it's not really needed for the task, it's like having a delivery truck driving all over the place, making unnecessary stops and just burning a ton of fuel. But with sparsity, the chip focuses only on the connections and data that are absolutely essential. It's like having a super efficient delivery system that knows exactly where everything needs to go, taking the shortest route possible. That's why neuromorphic computing could be so much more efficient. It's about working smarter, not harder rate. And here's where it gets really interesting. Sparsity isn't just about saving energy. It also plays a huge role in how these systems learn and adapt by strengthening or pruning connections. Neuromorphic systems can rewire themselves based on their experiences. It's like they're developing their own intelligence, tailored to what they need to do. So we've talked about efficiency, sustainability, and the potential to create this truly adaptable AI. But what does it all actually mean for us? What kind of future are we building with this technology? That's something we all need to think about. Researchers, policymakers, and all of us. Because the future of AI was tied to the choices we make today. Neuromorphic computing. It's not just about, making AI more powerful or sustainable. It's about understanding what intelligence even is. Like really unlocking the secrets of the brain and using that to create AI that can learn and adapt and interact with the world, kind of like how we do. I mean, think about the potential. Imagine AI-powered prosthetics. That could connect directly to our nervous systems. People could control artificial limbs with their thoughts and actually feel sensations as if the limb was their own. That's pretty wild, right? Or what about AI systems that can analyze medical images with crazy accuracy, detecting diseases super early on, way before we could even see them? That could completely change healthcare. Earlier diagnoses, more personalized treatments, maybe even cures for diseases that we think are incurable now. But beyond these specific things, there's the bigger picture. What does neuromorphic computing mean for humanity as a whole? Some people think it could lead to this new era of humans and machines working together, where AI helps us solve all these big problems. But others are a bit more cautious, saying we got to be careful, make sure AI stays a tool for good, not something that could turn against us. Honestly, nobody really knows what the future holds. But we know one thing for sure. This journey to neuromorphic computing is taking us into uncharted territory. It's going to make us question everything about intelligence, consciousness, even what it means to be human. So, as we're entering this new technological revolution, let's embrace the unknown. Let's ask the tough questions and work together to create a future where AI helps us all reach our full potential. And until next time, keep exploring.